NSFW. Strippers don't have air conditioning in their house OnlyFans. I'm a dad and I don't get it. Fans make me cool. I hate that I laughed out loud at this. Very clever. My friend told me, your wife and daughter look like twins. I said, well, they were separated at birth. FK off. Here's your upvote. I think I get it, but at the same time I just wanna make sure I got it. Anybody? I thought this was our dark jokes at first and thought it had something to do with incest. Take the arrow. Just FG take it. What do you call a 60-year-old flying in a jet fighter? A sonic boomer. Extreme diversity hires. Sonic boom air. For all you girl fans out there. Dumbledore got skills. Boomer in a zoomer. It wasn't much fun when I broke my neck in an accident a few months ago. But now I can look back and laugh. Godamn it, take my FG upvote. I read this and choked up. Someone stole my friend David's id, so now he's just Dan. Must be the same person who took Keith's eye. Now he's called Keith. Going to a funeral is no fun. Just Errol. Confusing Venus with Aphrodite is no big deal. It's just a misunderstanding. At least they didn't confuse it with Uranus. It would be out of clear sky. I often worry about German sausages. Basically I fear the worst. Edit. Thanks for my first award, ya loonies. I'm glad you brought this up. You're right to be afraid. I heard sausages from a nearby culture are even known to kill basses. How did you come up with this joke? Actually, never mind. I don't want to know how it was made. Edit. Spelling. So having sandwiches is a worst course scenario. Course equals cheese in German. Did you hear about the wisdom tooth who got smart with the dentist? Removed. Holy ST, that was well executed. Was gonna comment. What did say? And then it hit me. God damn it. Here's your upvote. Get off Reddit. It was not a drill. I was cleaning my finger gun the other day, and shot a hole in my air guitar. This comment section is totally empty and I want to be the first to say tay noise. How do you spot a blind man at a nudist colony? It's not hard. Not if I'm there. I wonder if he felt a BB. My wife asked me if she could have some peace and quiet while she tried to cook dinner, so I took the batteries out of the smoke alarm. My wife asked if we could get a dishwasher, so I got her a rag. Hey dad, did you get a haircut? No son. I got them all cut. You must have 10 kids. No. I got my ears lowered. Oh yes. And then I got the rest of them cut. Just what is it about all the psychics that I visit? They're either totally depressed or too excitable. It's really hard to find the happy medium. Strange. And whenever I see one, they look like they just saw a ghost. Odd people those. You would think they could see it coming. Somebody drilled a hole in the fence around the nudist colony. Authorities are looking into it. Probably doing some other kind of drilling as well. Bilbo Baggins wakes up suddenly to Don't Stop Believing. It was an unexpected journey. This is precious. Bad hobbits die hard. That one joke rules them all. Lord, that joke has a ring to it. Why do cows have hooves? Because they lactose. So they can moo. Read this to my husband. Now he's slunk off to wash the dishes to get away from me. I win. Thanks. I laughed so hard I snorted. Thank you. Take my upvote. I loudly ugly laughed at this. What happens when you eat 3.14 slices of pizza? You get really full. What? Were you expecting a pie joke on my cake day? Of course not. That would be irrational. You eat the pie. Should I ask your wife if you're expecting pie on your cake day? Believe it or not, but the volume of a pizza with radius z and thickness is v equals pi zza. Where did the father store all his information? In the database. My greatest fear is dying alone. I said that's kind of a dumb fear. My conjoined twin said. Why did the conjoined twins move to England? So the other one could drive for a change. My wife celebrated her 2-year anniversary of getting a breast reduction. She asked if I ever miss them. I always tell her it was her choice, not mine, and that the memories will last forever. This is the breast joke I've heard in a while. I'll bet she was glad to get that off her chest. Strippers don't have ACs in their homes. OnlyFans. That's a new one. And it's gold. This need to be upvoted more. My friend once made the joke, it's hotter than a hooker's doorknob. I about died. Did you ask the rate? When I was in college, my roommate used to clean my room and I used to clean his. We were made for each other. Why can fruit not get married at City Hall? Because they cantaloupe. What do you call a killing before yoga practice? A premeditated murder, aka first-degree murder? Looking at a Terminix truck. The IX at the end are the Roman numerals for the number 9, which is one more than 8. I feel this has to have been part of the name creation. We'll do you one better than terminate. We'll terminate. You should have swapped the second N and the E. My mute son and I got into a fight today. We're not on speaking terms. See you in hot. My doctor bit my neck and tried to give me a hickey 1-star review for Dr. Acula. Nice modified Mitch Hedberg joke. I'll update. A guy walks into a bar and orders a Corona and 2 Hurricanes. The bartender says, "That'll be $20.20. The Florida special? Take my DN upvote. Why not 2020 already took my hoe. I live in Louisiana where the hurricane is hitting and I'm gonna drink a Corona while it's happening. In my area, the guy would also some fire whiskey and a smoke." What was the vacuum's first name? Erin. 1 hour and 0 upvotes or comments. This one seems to be collecting dust. What kind of crows always stick together? Velcros. This joke usually murders. What's with the E? I used to have addictive issues with swimming, but now I'm proud to say that I'm dry for the last 4 years. What is the favorite sport of the 10-legged spider? Tennis. Spiders don't play tennis, dipshit. Maybe next time come up with an actual joke. I lost my watch at a party once. Turns out there was a guy harassing a woman while stepping on my watch. I went over to him and punched him, saying, "No one does that to a woman. Not on my watch." Why do cows have hoofs instead of feet? Because they lactose. You never want to challenge an extreme dieter to a foot race. Cause they fast. Do you know why Sonic the Hedgehog is so skinny? He's always like gotta go fast. But they always lose. Q. What do you call 4 bullfighters in quicksand? A. Cuatro cinco. If someone says tequila is good for you, take it with a pinch of salt. A dwarf psychic robbed a bank today. The news reported that there's a small medium at large. If caught, he'll fry. What do you call it when a Norse god is scared of something? They're afraid. YouTube, Twitter and Facebook are merging. They'll henceforth be known as YouTwitFace. From now on, whenever I talk about YouTube, Twitter and Facebook in the same sentence, I'm going to use YouTwitFace. TwitFace Tube was voted higher. We were having so much bad luck on our cul-de-sac that the Hoa thought we had been cursed. They brought in a witch doctor and druid to scribe protective symbols and runes all over the road. Well, that's the ward on the street anyway. Is this shirt felt touch shirt? It is now. I'll never forget when my dad told me, "Find yourself a girl with an embarrassing tattoo and try to convince her to marry you." A little taken aback, I asked him what he meant. He explained, "She knows how to make bad decisions and stick by them." A boy knocks his father down the stairs in a freak accident. The father breaks his neck and dies, leaving his son to mourn for days. However, one night, the boy wakes up to see an apparition of his father before him. All at once, he breaks down crying and screams out, "I'm sorry." His father responds, "Hi, sorry, I'm dead." That dad puts the fun back in funeral. This was ghastly. If he was a poltergeist, rhythmically hitting things. Would that make him a deadbeat dad? After that he probably was not sorry anymore. I know a religious woman living in a monastery who studies the encyclopedia. She's none the wiser. My abacus is so reliable. I can always count on it. A man lost his tongue in an accident. He was most upset that he could no longer enjoy his food, so he searched for a surgeon that would do a transplant. Finally he found an organ donor and paid $25K for the procedure. Later, he had to admit that the new tongue wasn't the same as before, but still it was an acquired taste. There was a man that wasn't allowed to fart. Since he started dating, his girlfriend would chastise him to great lengths every time he felt the need to fart. After they got married, the situation was maintained. He couldn't possibly fart near his wife. Sometimes he had to leave the house, just to pass some gas. When he was really old, he died peacefully during in his sleep while lying on his back. She called the undertaker, so the arrangements for the funeral could be made. When the undertaker rolled the man off the bed, there was a massive fart. The undertaker looked to the now widow to see how she was going to react, but she simply said, "No need to chastise him anymore. He can RIP in peace." The butcher kept getting my order wrong. He gave me a porterhouse instead of a filet mignon. He said it was a mistake. I hope you don't have too big of a beef with him. Maybe next time you should buy when he's not there, but venison is. Can you blame the guy? He just backed into his grinder, and got a little behind in his work. You think musical wizards are weird? Imagine dragons. See you with 80 rewards in a while. Welcome to the new age. I believe wizards are less weird than dragons. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please smash that like button. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe.